In the world of hospitality, it's those moments that really test us that, well, they're the ones that truly define us. Today, we're going to break down how to handle those high-pressure guest scenarios. But we're not going to look at them as problems to run from. Instead, we'll see them for what they really are, your single greatest opportunity to create a loyal guest for life.
Hello and welcome. I'm a hotel AI expert, and I've spent a lot of time analyzing modern hospitality operations. To all the students from Europe Hotel School joining us today, a special welcome to your online learning journey. Now, the framework we're about to explore, it isn't based on opinion. It's grounded in data from thousands of real guest interactions, all analyzed to find what works every single time. Think of this as the data-driven way to master human connection.
And this quote? It absolutely nails the core of our analysis today. A simple reservation error that's not just some operational glitch. Our data models actually classify it as a defining moment. See, it's a critical point in time that has a huge impact on the guest's memory of your hotel, and it defines you as a professional. So let's break down exactly how you can master these moments.
Now, where do these tests almost always happen? Right here, the front desk. It's really the epicenter of the guest experience. And our operational data shows that a perfectly calm lobby can escalate into a high-pressure mess in, believe it or not, under 60 seconds.
Our analysis really zooms in on three big challenges that have the highest potential for guest dissatisfaction. We're talking overbookings, unexpected room changes, and, of course, reservation errors. Yeah, each one is a potential disaster for the guest's journey, but they are also the perfect stage for you to show what true professionalism looks like.
So how do you handle these situations with real precision and confidence? Well, it all comes down to a simple but incredibly powerful three-step framework for service recovery. It's been optimized to de-escalate tension and build trust fast.
And here it is. The framework is simple on purpose so you can actually use it effectively when you're under pressure. First up, step 1, acknowledge and apologize. Now, this isn't about admitting you messed up. It's about validating the guest's frustration. Step 2, communicate a plan. This immediately pushes you back in control, shifting the focus from the problem to the solution. And finally, step 3, deliver a solution. This is where you not only fix the issue, but often make the relationship with the guest even stronger.
Okay, let's put this into practice. Imagine the most stressful scenario from a guest's perspective, an overbooking. You've got a guest standing right in front of you. They have a valid confirmation, but your system says there are 0 rooms available. Our data shows that your first 10 seconds of this interaction will decide over 80% of the final outcome. No pressure, right?
So your first move is to acknowledge and apologize. This immediately brings the temperature down in the room and shows respect. Transparency is absolutely crucial here. Our analysis shows that any attempt to deflect blame leads to a 90% drop in guest satisfaction. So you take full responsibility, and then you immediately communicate your plan. That one move pivots the entire conversation away from the problem and straight towards the solution. And you know what? The same exact principles apply to unexpected room changes or reservation errors. Operationally, they might be different issues, but from the guest's point of view, it's all the same. Their plans and expectations have just been completely thrown off course. Your approach has to be swift, it has to be reassuring, and it has to be 100% focused on giving them back that sense of comfort and control. This slide shows a really critical shift you have to make, both in your head and in what you say out loud. You got to avoid the internal jargon like system error. Honestly, the guest doesn't care about your operational challenges. Instead, you need to use guest-focused language. Take ownership, validate how they're feeling, and show them a clear path forward. Believe me, that is the fastest way to rebuild trust.
Now let's talk about the one thing that underpins this entire framework, your professional composure. Because let's be real, your actions are only as effective as the confidence and control you show when you deliver them.
See, composure is so much more than just staying calm. It's an active strategy. It's about consciously focusing on the solution, which naturally de-escalates tension and reassures the guest. You can think of it like being the anchor in a storm. It keeps both you and the guest grounded, focused on getting to that positive outcome. And in a busy lobby, this becomes even more important. The guest standing in front of you has to feel like they are your only priority. Guest feedback data consistently shows us that feeling seen and heard during a problem is 5 times more important for a positive final review than how fast you actually fix it. Let that sink in.
So what's the end game here? What's the ultimate goal of mastering these moments? Well, it's not just about damage control. It's about taking a failure and turning it into something way more valuable. real, lasting guest loyalty.
This chart right here, it reveals a powerful truth we call the service recovery paradox. Now look, a negative experience that's handled poorly, well, it just kills loyalty. But look what happens when there's an excellent recovery. Loyalty skyrockets, often to a level that's even higher than if no problem had ever happened at all. It's one of the most powerful and kind of counterintuitive tools we have in hospitality.
And that is the key takeaway. A high-pressure situation isn't a crisis you should be afraid of. It's a strategic opportunity that you should seize. When you use this recovery framework with skill and real empathy, you're not just fixing a problem. You are actively building a stronger, more resilient relationship with your guest.
As you move forward in your careers, these defining moments are going to happen. It's a statistical certainty. So the real question isn't if they'll happen, but how you're going to respond when they do. What will your actions say about you as a professional?